Hello again. It is August 14th, 2026, and this is Off-Road Endeavor, the workshop episodes. This episode is specific to the government inefficiency and inability to be a smooth, oiled running machine, I guess. So the issue that I had is you cannot apply for a permit in Yuba County in person. You have to do it online. Well, at least that's what they told me when I was in person. They did take my money for an electrical permit that I didn't need. $300 down the drain there. But this permit is for the commercial building, the workshop. Not a commercial building, the workshop. So it is a 50 by 30 originally, now 54 by 30. And I've got the stamped engineering plans, the calculation sheets, the foundation attachment, change order, and then I needed to draw up my site plan, my electrical plan, application permit that I needed to print out, fill out, scan, and then resend back in the online portal. But the difficulty started just getting to the online portal. So the form that they gave me of how to get there tells you to go to this specific website. I go to that specific website, type it in, and it doesn't exist. So then I have to Google to try and find their online services page, find that, and then I have to create an account to be able to apply for a permit. So on the sheet, there's a how to create an account. So I type that in, and it doesn't go anywhere. It's a dead link, and that doesn't work either. So now I have to just try and figure it out my own how to create an account, which I do. Next step is going to the online permit application portal. So I go through that step, find it, and there's, I think, 6 different steps. You have to put your location, the description of the project, click a bunch of drop-down boxes, enter some information. So far, it's not going too bad. I'm just going through, filling in the boxes as necessary, and I get to the contacts page. Click next. The page won't load. It won't load. It won't load. Okay. Says an error, says an error, says an error. So I'm able to go back, try and go into it, nothing. Refresh, nothing. I can actually move past the contacts page to the next step, and it works. So I fill out that. I actually go back to my descriptions page and put a note in there that the contacts page is not working, and I put my contact information in there. So then I go to the next tab. I go to the next tab, fill out all the information. I get to a tab where you're supposed to upload all your documents. They have a site plan link, a construction documents link, and the application link. I'm able to upload the application that I had to print off, fill out, rescan, and attach. You can't just do the application online. And then the site plan, I was able to PDF and upload my site plan to the page. But my construction document, there's only one link left. And I've got my stamped engineering plans, I've got my calculations sheets, I've got my change order foundation bolts, I've got my electrical, and I only have one link to click on to upload. So now I have to figure out, how do I take 4 different PDFs and create them into one PDF to attach them here? So that took me a while. I go online and I find some program through Adobe that allows me to put up all the different documents and merge them in one file. So I do that, and it gives me an error. I then have to find out through a bunch of research that the reason why Adobe Acrobat won't merge my documents is that they're stamped engineering documents. So they have a code in them that can't be altered. So I can't merge them. So then I have to find a workaround so that I can create a merged document with these 4 different documents to upload them to the one link that the county has. I work around that. It's a print to PDF, so I basically am recopying the PDF, saving it as a new printed PDF scan, and then I can upload all of those to then merge together into one. So I do that. And then I click on the upload page to the county. It uploads. I get to the very last page, click submit, and it says that I haven't entered my contact information in, which the page didn't work so that I could enter my contact information in. So here I am trying to figure this out. I finally just call the county. I'm like, hey, I'm on your online permit page. I'm trying to do this application, and your certain tab for the contacts won't load. I can't submit. It's not working. He's like, oh, well, let me work through that. And he had to do some stuff on his end, effectively change my account that I had to create, do a new password, and then I had to I just had to resubmit a whole new application, which means I needed to go through and re-add everything in that I'd already done. So we get through that, and it actually finally works, I think. So the application submitted, $2,500 for the application. That's the invoice right now. It's potential to change. But I then click on my application just to make sure everything was in there. And as I'm looking at it, not all the documents are listed that I clicked. But I'll back up just a little bit. I did find that after I submitted the 3 required documents and the 1 full merge, that afterwards it gives you another page where if you needed to add multiple documents, you can add more documents, which is curious for the user to then let them know after they've submitted 3 documents that they could submit more, but not before. So tell me how that's supposed to be for the user, the end user. Either way, we get it all figured out, but it doesn't show all my documents. I luckily find that it's just listing so many documents per page, so I can click on the next page and then I can see all the documents. We're all good. So at this point, August 14th, 2026, I have my stamped engineering plans, the calculations, the change order for the foundation bolts. I've got my site plan, my electrical plan, and everything is uploaded. The permit is in the hands of Yuba County. So at this point, it tells me I have a 14 to 30 day window to receive a response from the county. So that would be by September 1st, hopefully, that the county will approve my plans. So that is quite the headache that I had with the county on just doing an application for a building permit. When I called the county too, he's like, it only takes 5 minutes to go through that process. I don't know why it took you so long, because of all the issues just getting there with the documents that you have in your office to tell people how to get there, and then the errors that go along within it. So that's it. That's where we're at now. So into the hands of fate with Yuba County on getting the permit approved. Let's go. If you have any questions, comments about this workshop build and things that you would do, or questions you have about how to do things, let me know below and we'll address them later. Take care. Till next time.